Hello there, this is p.2 and this Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends. And today, I shall continue my quest to complete the career mode. That's right, it's time to continue doing this, because I would love to turn that 97% into 100. Will I be able to do it today? We'll find out. But before I jump into it, you know what to do. If you enjoy my content, hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things tell YouTube this is worth recommending to more people. These people can find the channel, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So if you like what I do over here, go ahead, like and subscribe. But alright, if you're wondering about the title of this video as Class A Master, no, it's not that I call myself the Master of Class A cars, it's because that is the name of the career mini-season that I shall be completing today. Now you can see that I already have 7 out of 21 flags done over here, but let's get some more. Apparently I've done the first 4 races, and for the very next one, which is gonna be in Shanghai, I'm gonna need to just do some airtime and win the race. Should not be a problem. Now, the rank that it recommends is 3243. Fortunately, this rank is recommended and no longer required. So if you don't have a car that quite hits this rank, you can still bring something lower or around it. Now, the game is kind of cheaty when it comes to the ranks and rubber banding and whatnot. So whenever you bring a car that is over the recommended rank, the race becomes much easier. But I'm really interested to see what a rank kind of similar but not quite there can do. So I'm gonna bring my Viper GTS and let's see how we do. But alright, so yeah, it is a thing, and again, I've already made a video in trying to complete the career mode. I'll put the link in the top right if you want to watch the first part. But over there I was talking about precisely this whole thing of the ranks, how the game is kind of peculiar. Say that the game requires for you to bring a car of a rank of 3000, just to give you an easy number, right? 3000. And then you have a car of a rank of 2800. That is not what the game is asking you to. You are on the rank. So what the game is gonna do is make the race quite difficult for you, because you don't have the rank that it requires. But I said that the game kind of cheats on this because it's a bit peculiar. Let's say that with a rank of 2800, you beat the race in 1 minute flat, right? But you lose the race. Then like, yeah, nope, you didn't bring the correct rank and all the other cars are faster than you are. Aha, but if you happen to bring a car of a rank of 3000, which is the one that it recommends, you might finish the race and say 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is actually longer than you did with the quote-unquote worst car, but then you're gonna have an easier time or super easy time to beat the AI. And that is because the game basically adjusts the difficulty or the cheatiness of the AI to make it harder if you don't have the required rank. It's kind of weird. It's the way of the game to push you into bringing cars of higher rank. But hey, in theory, you can still technically do it with lower ranked cars, so keep that in mind. So there we go. So win the race, some airtime, that's great, no problem. Yeah, this was considerably easy, not a big challenge. So maybe for the next one, we can try with a car that it's on the rank and see how I do over there. But alright, so that is one. Next up, we got US Midwest Transcontinental Race. The rank required or recommended is 3286. So let's go for, what should I bring this time? Actually, I could bring this because now this is proper marked in red. Last time it was orange. But how about, oh, let's try this. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit silly, but let's give it a shot. And for this race, all I gotta do is literally win it. So let's see if I can do it. This car is considerably under rank, so let's see if the game is gonna be cheating to humiliate me over here. But hopefully it's not gonna be too terrible. But yeah, ooh, look at that. That's the, oh, was that the SCG or was that the Ferrari? Because both of them are Class A, so it could be either or. But anyway, yeah, right away you can see that the enemies are a bit more in my face, though I just knocked them down and I'm gaining quite a bit. But look at the minimap, how they're slowly catching up because they're gonna be rubber banding. If you're not familiar with the term of rubber banding, is precisely the situation where an AI adjusts its difficulty or its cheatiness or whatever based on the player's result, I suppose. It can be used in different scenarios, right? Like for example, there are some games that if the AI is beating you too massively, what the AI is gonna do is rubber band, and that means that it's gonna be pulled back. Let's say that as a rubber band, you stretch it, right? And it's going far away, but it's gonna have the rubber band effect when it comes back. It pulls back a little bit that AI that is far ahead of you, and in that way it gives you a chance to catch up. But look at that! Look at this dude! Did you see what I'm saying? Absolutely ridiculous. I barely managed to beat it. But that's what I'm talking about. Sudden rubber banding, the AI is like, whoop, turbo mode. But hey, I still got it, so no problem. It adds a little bit of interest to the race, I'll tell you that. Because when you bring cars that are just in the correct rank, you're just gonna be, you know, going super quickly in all of these races and no big challenge anywhere. To some degree, I wish that the game did have a bit of a difficulty slider for career so that you could play with harder difficulty as opposed to this whole thing where it's like, nope, now that you brought the correct rank, it's gonna be ridiculous. So 3900. Let's bring another underranked car. How under... Oh, you know what? Okay, this is barely underranked. But yeah, I mean, this is why I had it at the start of this video, simply because it's the Vulcan. Come on, it's the first class A car. It is the main class A car, you could say. Not main as in super powerful, but you know, it's the one you see first, probably. I don't know. But yeah, let's see how we do over here. But yeah, so this is one thing that I need to do some barrel rolls and probably win the race. Oh, you know what? In the last video, I was talking about this situation where you can actually maximize credits by completing tasks. So what I'm gonna do over here, I'm gonna do these tasks, the barrel rolls, but I'm actually not going to win the race. Because if you notice, there's 3 objectives, right? Win the race and the barrel rolls. So I'm completing the barrel rolls and I'm gonna finish the race in hopefully 2nd position. And what that's gonna give me, it's a boost of credits for having done 2 of the conditions. But by not finishing in first, it's not gonna take me over the threshold where I'll no longer get good multiplier of credits. I know it's a bit of a topic, I've talked about it before, but I don't know if it's worth for me to make another video on this. So right now I'm basically trying to stay a little bit behind of the AIs, not that they're giving me much of a problem, but you know, I'm trying to stay behind so that they get, at least one of them gets or crosses the line before I do. Alright, so here we go. It's actually gonna be 2? No, I'd rather it just be 1. Let me knock this dude down. Come on, buddy. There we go. This guy's gonna win the race, and if my calculation is correct, I should be under 7,500 credits, which will allow the game to give me a multiplier that is somewhat worth it. So let me see. And my payout is... Holy smokes, that's a lot of credits. Never mind, maybe I should have just done one single... Oh, Jesus. All right, now this, if it offers me a multiplier, is gonna be 3, but it's more likely it's not gonna offer me anything. Yep, there it is. So yeah, maybe for that one, you want to try just doing one of the flags instead of all 3. But all right, let's see what I get by doing this other flag and, well, yeah, winning the race and getting that flag by default. I'm not going to show you the whole race because we just did it. Okay, here we go. And here's the AI rubber banding once again, but we should be fine. Let me just... Oh, Jesus, I thought I was going to mess up that jump, but no, we're okay. And all right, that's a first place. And let's see what payout I get by having completed this flag. So I don't know, let's see, how much am I gonna be getting? Nope, I still went over. Oof. All right, well, this did not work to prove my point, except that I did go over the 7,500 and it only offers me ×3, so that's not fantastic. I'm not gonna do it. I do have some credit, so it's not like I'm in dire need right now, but basically I was trying to show you the system, but unfortunately I failed. Total massive fail. All right, Himalayas frozen route. What is it gonna ask me? 3,300. All right, so let me see what else I have in a slightly higher class of cars over here. 3,300. I want something that is somewhat close to it. Oh, how about I bring my Frangivento Asphalt? Hey, might as well use these cars that I never use. But this whole thing that I was talking about, the credits and, you know, controlling how many flags you get in order to get the most multipliers, really that only applies if you have more time to be doing all of this than credits. You know, if you have a lot of time and you don't have credits, then yeah, sure, do this if you still have some career to do. But otherwise, at this point, I think you're just safer by doing some TLEs and getting credits in that way by getting the multipliers. Because, you know, in TLEs, the payout tends to be about 3,800 credits, which is way below the 7,500 credits threshold to trigger the only 3 ×3 multipliers, you know? Again, just as a reminder, if you go over 7,500 credits, it's only gonna offer you ×3. I think if you go over 10,000 or something is when it doesn't even offer you a multiplier. But yeah, if you go over 7,500, the multiplier is only gonna be ×3. So you wanna try to get less than those credits. It's kind of silly, right? You wanna get less than those credits in order to get a good multiplier to get better credits. Yep. Absolute nonsense, but it is what it is. Hopefully at some point Gameloft is gonna change this, but you know, fingers crossed, but I'm not really holding my breath for it. It's fine. Oh, the Asphalt card that I only have at 1 star, never used, not in multiplayer, but hey, at least in career I get to use it a little bit. Though to be fair, I suppose I could also bring it to p.2 and see how it does over there. But yeah, this only had one single condition, which was win the race. So first place plus win the race condition flag is gonna give me a lot of credit. So yeah, definitely went over it, and it's gonna be a ×3. There it is. I'm telling you, this is as consistent as it is annoying. But okay, Frozen Route done. San Francisco roller coaster ride, time attack. Ooh, 3,300 still. How about we bring a slightly more underranked Noble M600 Speedster? Yep, this is about 200 points on the rank, so let's see how ruthless the game is gonna be with me in this one. I don't know, I'm telling you, just kind of fun to see when the AI suddenly, despite the fact that they were super behind you, they go like, vroom! Like how? How did they do that? But all right, let's see how we do over here. By the way, as much as I'm not a big fan of brown cars, I actually do think this one looks kind of dope. Wait, oh, is it a? Oh no, this is a time. What, time attack? Is that what this is called? All right, so this should not be a problem because there's no AI to cheat through this. So this is exclusively about my own performance with this car. And granted, while this car is underranked and whatnot, it does go faster than what a basic car of Class A could do at this rank. So, nah, I think I should be fine. Unless I really mess it up somewhere, nah, it shouldn't be much of a problem. All right, so... Oh yeah, but I was saying that despite the fact that I don't love cars in brown, this tone of brown, it's kind of dope. It's one of those weird ones where the top of the car, despite the fact that it's the part that in theory is receiving the most sunlight, is the darkest one. And the lower parts of the cars are the ones that shine the most. It's kind of weird, but whatever. It makes it very difficult to take nice picture of cars like this, but yeah, it's fine. And there we go. Absolutely zero problem to complete this. So, yep, let's forget that this race even happened and move on. There's some rewards. Again, because I went over 7,500, I get a bunch of credits offered to me. Only, I mean, in a ×3 exclusively. So, yeah. Not now. No, thank you. Jesus. All right. And I was like, hey, rate me, rate me. We are in US Midwest Gold Rush 3,400. Ooh. Now I'm gonna go. I'm approaching under 300 points on the rank. Let's see what I can do. 90-second race. Yep. That's going to be a lot of opportunity for the AI to do their shenanigans, but it's fine. Win the race. And is there AI? Is there AI? There is AI. What is that? A Ferrari? What was that? It was very green. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's Mercedes-Benz Silver Lightning as well. So how did you do with the Silver Lightning, guys? Did you unlock it? It didn't have the... I mean, for anybody that has been playing the game for a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like a year or two, probably you were able to unlock the Silver Lightning, so long as obviously you have committed to getting cars like the Terzo Millennio and things like that, right? If you are the type of person who has ignored the Resbani Beast X / Cadillac CN / VLF / Egoista / No, wait a second. No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. That's for the Tri Nemesis. Never mind. No, where's the Terzo Millennio? Oh, it's on... Wait. Because these guys are actually giving me problems. You see what I'm saying? No. The Terzo Millennio was found in the Legend store, but exclusively for trade tokens. How do you get it nowadays, though? Is it still like that? I mean, obviously, since I have it since quite a long time ago. Okay, hold up, because these guys... Ah, for sakes! Well, RIP. That's not gonna work. So can I restart the race from here? Yes, I can. All right. I'm glad they added this button. Okay. Now we're gonna focus. This time around, we're gonna stop talking about the Terzo Millennio. Instead, we're gonna focus on driving properly. FX6. It's an FX6. Is it the Lego FX6? I don't know. I said I was gonna stop ranting or talking about this stuff, but yeah. If you've been playing the game for a while and you have, you know, those relatively basic cars, though they take a while to get, I think you should be okay to unlock the Silver Lightning. So let me know if you were able to, or if you had to spend tokens, or what happened there. All right, so you see how I have a lead, right? Let's see when's gonna be the moment when the AI is gonna go berserk, like right around here. There it goes. What even is that? Is that a... No, it can't be a Lycan. That's class S. I don't know what that first place is, but... Whoa! He hit the train, but he didn't wreck out. Ah, bull speed, man. I keep it together, DBT, keep it together. You see how the race is still pretty close? And I'm telling you, this has nothing to do with the lap time, all right? Actually, you know what? We're gonna do that. I'm not gonna show you the entire next race, but basically I wanna see if I can prove it in real time, this whole thing that I was saying. All right, with a time of almost 1:12, I was able to win the race, but you know, tough. It was difficult, right? So let me just clear my stuff, and I'm gonna do it over with a car that is way over ranked, but I'm gonna make sure to take way over 1 minute and 12 seconds, and in theory I should still win the race, and that should prove the point that I was trying to make. Let's see if it works. Just to give some context, I'm driving my Countach LPI, but I'm driving it terribly, you know, to get a bad time, so yes. And worth mentioning that the AI is quite ahead of me right now. All right, so I'm already over the time that I set. And let's see if the AI is gonna slow down for me. Actually, no, the AI ended up beating me. But come on, look at that. 123, and you know, I was really catching up to that dude. Oh man. All right, maybe it's not as noticeable as I said, but trust me, it is a thing, all right? Trust me on this one. Oh, and you see how I get under 7,500 tokens, and now I get the higher multipliers. I'm telling you, this is rigged, man. Oh boy, so yeah, fail on me trying to show my point over there, but whatever, it's fine. All right, now we got a requirement of 34. Oh, by the way, the car that I was driving was a rank of almost 4,300, so just in case you were curious. Yeah, 3,400. You know what? Whoa! How about we use my recently unlocked Mercedes-Benz Silver Lightning? I could upgrade it to get past this, but nah, I like the challenge. All right, let's see how we do over here. Win the race, perfect runs, and perfect nitros. All right, all right. Should I do the thing to show? You know what? I'm gonna do the thing. I am going to exclusively get the perfect run. I'm not gonna do the perfect nitros, and I am not going to win the race in first place. That is so that I can see how many credits am I gonna be given by getting one single flag plus a second place. And there we go. The perfect run is done. Well, never mind. The AI was kind of ruthless to me, and I got a 5th place. But really what I'm curious to see is how many credits I get for the perfect run. And for one flag, 7,000. Oh, even then, this is not enough. Wow, one single flag, it takes me over. Oh, man. All right, so never mind. This whole thing that I was trying to show is not gonna work, because even with one single flag plus the credits that I got from finishing the race, it goes over 7,500, so RIP DBT. Now I'm gonna do the race proper and see if I can actually beat the AI, because I'm telling you, in that previous lap, even though I didn't show you the whole thing, the AI ended up being quite special, you know? I don't want to say that the AI is cheating, but it looked like the AI was cheating. Just saying, just saying. Also, I did notice that here in the Windows version, it's always been the case that some engine sounds for some reason are kind of messed up. And for example, this car, while it is electric, and you can hear the electricness of it, you know, the electric motor sound, you can kind of hear an engine behind it as well. It's kind of peculiar. I'll show you in a second. So let me remove the music. Oh, and now you can't hear it. Oh, come on, it was just there a second ago. Thank you, game. It's like, nope, nope. I will not let you show my bugs. Okay, game, whatever you want, whatever. But yeah. Oh, it's there again. You hear it? Do you hear that? There's something over there. But look at the AI right behind me, right behind me. They really don't want me to win. Well, let's see if I can push it. Come on. Oh, God. Of course they were going to do it. I started that drift super early because I knew that AI was going to push me, the first one. So that's why I started super early, but it didn't matter, even though that AI crashed. Ah, Jesus. All right. Well, this didn't work. Whatever. I didn't want to win the race anyway. So let's do a little bit of an experiment. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's see. This car that I just drove with a rank of 3,300 goes 380 with an acceleration of 76. Let's forget a little bit about the nitro, handling of 54. Let's compare that to this thing right here, the Citroën GT by Citroën. Yeah, it goes a little faster by about 7 kilometers. The acceleration is a little worse by 1 point. The handling it's better by about 9 points, and the nitro is much better, but I'm not even gonna use nitro. I wanna see if I can win the race with this car without nitro to kind of show that all that matters is the rank rather than the performance of the car. Is this gonna work? I don't know, but I'm gonna try nonetheless. I'm telling you, I'm trying to prove a point over here of the AI just being like, hey, you got the rank? Cool, if you have it, we're gonna play even slower so that you win. But if you don't have the rank, we're gonna play harder so that you lose. And you're pushed to getting cars with, oh, I need to get the perfect nitros. All right, let's get them quickly. Not that this is gonna matter, because obviously I'm using them super. There we go, 3 perfect nitros, lovely. All right, so I'm not gonna use nitro from here onwards to kind of make up for that additional, or yeah, I guess so. The additional speed that I have compared to the Silver Lightning that I was using. So yeah, not using nitro even to accelerate, all right? So let's see how this goes. You can already tell I'm way ahead. Well, not way ahead, but I'm ahead of everybody, and I haven't really been using nitro. But look at that, how much they're slowing down. I'm telling you, man. Stop pushing. Sorry, I had to do that because the dude was pushing me, and that's when things get annoying. You saw that the other race was only ruined because they made me crash. So yes. But yeah, look at this, legit. I'm going so slow. Not even getting close. You know what? Yeah, it doesn't even matter that this car is technically faster than the other one because I'm not even close to hitting my top speed ever. But you know what? It's fine. We're doing this for science. See, look at, oh my God. It feels like I'm driving a Class D car at this point, going 250 kilometers an hour for basically the entirety of the race. Look at this. Look at how he's slowing down. What nonsense is that? Oh, I'm telling you, this game cheats. They cheat. Look at that. And I'm steering a lot in order to lose the speed, but look at the AI, how far behind they are. Look at how much I can slow down. And they're not even close. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, it's ridiculous. You see, I think this proves the point, all right? I think it proves it. Didn't use nitro for the entirety of the race, and I still won it by a huge margin. AI cheats, I tell you. But anyway, there you go. I'm sorry, I wanted to have this on video, all right? To prove that what I was saying, it is true. But all right, one last race to do when we complete this thing is going to be Canyon Launch, and they require a rank of 3,400. So how about just, you know, I've done a couple of races a couple of times, so let's just finish this in a highlight, 3,400. Let's see. How about I bring, hold on, I'm looking for a Lambo, but all of them are way higher ranked. At least let's finish with a beautiful one. Yeah, let's finish with the SVJ. I'm absolutely gonna demolish them with this car, but it's fine, you know, it's that celebratory last race for us finishing the Class A Master Season. Oh yeah. But anyway, yeah, I hope this shows a little bit what I was saying about the rank and all of that making absolutely no sense. Like I said, there's a little bit of challenge, so if you want to have some fun, you haven't finished career, you want to have some challenge, or even if you already finished it, but you want to see what you can do, try that. Bring into a career mode a car that is grossly overranked, and you know that the AI is not like, whoa, they're super good or anything. So in theory, your skill should be enough for you to win, but once you're doing this and the rubber banding kicks in, that's when things are gonna get challenging. So hey, maybe you want to do that to have a little bit of fun by yourself when, I don't know, you got nothing else to do. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. So with this, basically I'm gonna finish the second to last season before I complete the career as a whole. That's right, this that I'm finishing and the next season, it's all that is left for me to hit the 100%. Now whether or not I'm gonna be able to hit the 100%, I don't know. I do believe I have everything that I need to finish the next season, which is something, the French season or something, I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, I believe I have what I need, but we'll see. I guess we're gonna find out in the next video. I promise that in the next video, I'm not gonna be repeating races because, oh boy, that season has so many races to do that it's gonna take a very long time. So I wanna make that a little bit shorter, or not shorter, it's gonna be probably end up about the same length as this video, but hopefully with no repeats of races and whatnot. Yeah, whatever. Fine. And there we go. Just for good measure, let me claim this. No, it doesn't let me. I hate that. It pushes me out and I cannot claim this. So let me claim it so that I can show that thing cleared up. And there you have it. Oh yeah, baby. So, like I was saying, this is all that is left. French connection, and oh boy, that's a lot of races to do. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I am happy to report I have 98% done. Let's go, DBT! All right, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!